So today I am carrying on with Heart of the Woods. Last time we played this, we met Abigail, who is a spirit, I think. She said she's not dead, but she's not alive, so, you know, half, like, in between somewhere. I don't understand that, to be honest. I'm sure she's a spirit of some kind, but yeah. So today we will carry on with that and see what else happens. I hope everyone is having a good day. Right. Let's get into it, shall we? Right. Okay. Right. Abigail also gets to her feet without my help. Together, we face the doors of the church. They look like they've been untouched since I was last here with Morgan and Tara. I wonder how they're taking it. I wonder if they even know yet. That's true. That I'm gone. Yeah. God knows. No, don't know. It's quite possible Tara hasn't even come by the cabin. It could be days before she knows. Oh dear. Oh dear. I push those thoughts out of my head though. It doesn't make a difference at this point. I'm still alive. Well, sort of. At least in some capacity. Yeah. And as long as that's true, then there's hope that maybe I can get out of this situation. It depends what kind of situation she's in, really. Whether she's a spirit or not. All I can do is hope and learn. Yep. Bless her. Swallowing my fear as much as I can, I take the first step towards the door.
Should we go meet your friend then?
Oh. It's calm outside. In the day or so that's passed, the weather seems to have also mellowed out. A thick layer of fresh snow coats everything, looking fluffy and inviting. Oh, I see. I love the snow. I do. Just not easy to get out in. A few clouds darken the sky overhead, but are nothing compared to the storm that I got caught in. Oh yeah, she got caught in that massive storm, didn't she? Yeah. I think she got, was it hypothermia? I think that's why. I don't know. She was there for a long time, if I can remember rightly. That's why how she is now, because she almost died. The occasional flakes that fall seem serene, not threatening. Of course, they pass right through me. Oh. Hey Biggie, how you doing, dear? Abigail leads me into the woods. I try not to pay attention to how I can't hear my footsteps. Oh, in the snow. Oh no. Or how the cold doesn't bother me. I wish that was the same with me. It's convenient, sure, but it's wrong. It is wrong. On so many levels. The two of us walk side by side, deeper and deeper into the forest. This will be the furthest I've ever gone, since previously I'd never passed the church. That's true. Just like Morgan a few nights ago, Abigail seems to know exactly where she's going. Well, yeah, she's been there a while. Do you know what I mean? She knows where she's going. She's not stupid.
Abigail, can you tell me a bit about what it's like now? Being a ghost and all.
Yeah. Bless. Abigail's face lights up and she claps her hands together. Her steps become an eager skip. She likes to skip and clap a lot. I've noticed that in this.
Of course. I'd be happy to.
Oh. She clearly means it. Oh, bless. Guinea! Oh my god, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? I hope it went well. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is good.
Where to begin?
Yes, long story.
I found it to be quite convenient personally. As I said before, we're not ghosts per se. Or at least, not in the conventional way.
Yes, so all you raiders and Guinea that have just popped in, I am playing Heart of the Woods RPG. A lot of weird stuff is happening in this. A lot of weird stuff. Abigail is a ghost who we met in the last stream. And
which is to say, we're not dead. It's more like we're somewhere between life and death.
yeah, between life, yeah, odd. Yeah, so we're playing Morgan, and yeah, we met Abigail, but we came to this place with our friend Tara, but she's off elsewhere doing something else. She likes to wander off. So yeah, at the minute it's just me and Abigail. But yes, a lot of weird stuff happening. This is a game to do with like paranormal stuff. So yeah, a lot of weird stuff is happening in here. Yes, a lot of stuff.
You and I are now fundamentally bound to the forest and to everything else in it. In the forest, everything is connected.
Okay, yeah. She frowns deeply, puffing out her cheeks. Oh.
This is harder than I thought.
Bless. Oh yeah, trying to explain it to someone who doesn't understand it properly is going to be complicated. I laugh. I guess even after centuries, she never expected she'd have to explain all of this to someone. Exactly. She's been here like this for so many years, and all of a sudden she has to try and explain it to another person. That's got to be hard.
It's fine. Take your time.
Everything in the forest is connected. The trees, the grass, the birds, the foxes, everything. And that includes you and I, too.
Okay.
Connected? How?
Abigail chews her lip as she tries to think of how to explain it. Her frown returns, deeper than before. Oh, don't frown. Smile. Finally, she just shrugs. She shrugs a lot. She shrugs, she skips, she claps. She's happy.
Magic.
Oh, I like magic. Magic. Magic?
That makes sense.
Pleased, Abigail nods. Oh yeah, she nods a lot as well. So she nods, she claps, she shrugs, and she skips. Oh. I still don't know what to think. I've only just woken up. I don't know how long it will take for me to process everything and accept it, or if I ever will. Well, yeah, it's got to be hard on a person, do you know what I mean? Got to be hard. Definitely. Everything she says makes sense on a conscious level. I'm sure I could ace a test if someone were to ask me questions about it. Okay, really? Okay. But when I stop to think about how it affects me, about how these are now the restrictions and limitations that bind me. I stumble over nothing and clutch at my chest, feeling sick, but it's an impotent gesture. It doesn't help me feel any better. Oh. Hi Sam, how you doing, dear? How? How can I be dead? How did this happen to me? Of all people on Earth. Well, it kind of happens, dear, because you were in a storm. It was freezing cold, you got hypothermia. No one was there to help for ages. Till Abigail found you. But you were a spirit. So yeah. I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? And that is good to hear, dear, and I am good, thank you. This isn't fair. It isn't fair. Oh, bless. I never wanted any of this. I never even wanted to be here. Oh, yeah, I bet she's regretting going there now. Jesus Christ. I would be. Ooh. I can't keep my thoughts from spiralling. Every time I try to think about it, I'm just met with memories of dying and of fear. Fear for myself and for the future and what it might hold. Ah. Abigail rushes over, rubbing my back as she croons in my ear.
Madison, it'll be
Aw.
all right. I promise.
How was Fall Guys on
I
Xbox?
know
It was
it's a
fun.
lot to take in,
It was fun.
but it'll be okay.
I'm just glad it's finally
I'm
come
here
onto
for you.
Xbox.
I'm here.
Yes, I knew it was coming to Xbox at some point, but I just didn't know when. But I'm happy now that it is on Xbox. So yeah, all good fun. I'm here. She repeats those words over and over, stroking my back until the moment passes, dizziness fades in waves, and I slowly stand back up. Yeah, same. It's good but frustrating sometimes. It can be, but it's also a lot of fun when you've got friends playing with you. So much fun. I think I spent a good few hours playing with friends. It's all good fun.
Madison, are you okay?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm fine now. Or at least better. Thanks.
her hand doesn't leave my back.
Are you sure?
Oh,
We don't have to keep going right now. We could save this for another day.
I brush away the notion. Oh,
It's fine. Let's just keep going. If I just sit and do nothing, I'm sure I'd feel even worse.
oh dear. Get bored just sit doing nothing.
If you're sure...
We resume our trek. The silence drags on for a while. Abigail shoots me glances every now and then, as if I'll disappear if she looks away for too long. Oh dear, she thinks she's going to lose me. In a morbid way, it's kind of funny. I looked at her the same way not too long ago, but she was bright and radiant, and I'm dead, I guess. Oh. It brings a question to the forefront of my mind. Oh, what's that then?
Earlier,
What's this? Abigail stops. I try to avoid eye contact. Oh.
you said something earlier about Tara. How it wouldn't be possible for Tara to even see me.
Oh.
Correct.
Oh. She speaks with measured words despite how excited she's been. She's visibly holding herself back. Like any wrong word will set me off again. Oops. It's not too far from the truth. Dang.
But I was able to see you, even before all of this happened.
That's true.
So why couldn't she see me?
Abigail lights up again. And looks of pride beaming across her face. Yeah, why couldn't Tara... Yeah.
That was projection. I've had a lot of practice. I'd be happy to teach it to you too, but it took me decades.
Yeah, because we saw Abigail when we were alive. Okay.
Some time to learn.
I see.
Decades. Abigail laughs nervously, trying to hide her slip. Oh, bless her. Relapse into an uneasy silence again. I take deep breaths, trying to distract myself from the hundreds of questions weighing on my mind. But my breaths feel heavy, feel empty. The lack of cold wind glaringly absent if I focus on it. Ooh. So I focus on Abigail. She leads the way confidently. A passive smile rests on her face, and she looks more at ease now than I've ever seen anyone be. Every step she takes seems to push us forward further than any natural pace. The words she said earlier replay in my head about how the forest will help take us to our destination. Where's that then? We pass through a tree, but when I look back, it's meters away, if not out of sight completely. Oh, okay. Strange. Magic, being able to simply pass through any obstacles but encounter that makes the walk much faster. Even so, I automatically step over debris or turn my shoulder completely to avoid scraping the trunk of a tree when I can. Well, yeah, it's what you're used to doing, isn't it? Ducking and whatnot, so I don't get hit by anything. I feel the heaviness in my chest start to fade as we trek on. Abigail catches my glance and smiles warmly. I smile back genuinely now.
Did you spend much time in the forest when you were alive?
Good question, actually.
I did. However, I never traveled very far. Why do you ask?
Just wondered.
I was just thinking about how you know your way around so well. Kind of reminds me of the girl I met here in the village, Morgan.
I've had plenty of time to see it all. It's simple too, once you know how to do it. As long as you know where you're going, the forest will guide your way there. I'm certain you'll get the hang of it someday.
Fingers crossed. I forced an agreeable smile. In spite of everything, talking feels good. Talking about anything. So I tried to keep the conversation going.
What was Eisenfeld like back then?
Much the same as it is today, as far as I can tell. Quiet and isolated. We rarely had any visitors. Even news of the outside world, or the rest of the country, was slow to arrive. But I longed for it. For the stories that would occasionally make their way to us. Sometimes friends of my father would head into the city for a few weeks, taking the goods that we had grown and made to trade, and bringing back things we lacked. And they'd return with gifts for all of the children, my sister and I, or the little boy across the road. Gifts and stories about wondrous devices they'd seen, or about the marvelous people they met.
Her steps slow and then come to a stop, and her eyes take on a far-off, dreamy look.
When I was alive, I always wished to see it for myself someday. Instead, I had to satisfy myself with books.
And
with other people's stories.
I like to read books. Her voice trails off, ending with a hum of satisfaction, remembering something but not speaking it. I wait quietly. It doesn't feel like the kind of moment that I should interrupt. Soon enough she looks over at me with what I've come to think of as her typical smile.
I'm sorry. I hadn't really thought about these things in a while.
That's alright.
It's okay. I hope they're not painful memories.
She shakes her head. That's alright then.
These ones aren't. What about you? There are so many things that I want to know, but I hardly know where to begin asking.
True. Abigail points up to the sky, devoid of any clouds right now. It's nice. I like the skies when there's like no clouds. It's just clear.
Machines soar overhead day and night, but I've never known what they are.
Oh.
Or watching as Eisenfeld becomes more modern, but not understanding. I want to understand.
Oh. She looks at me expectantly, like I could quickly rattle off all the major invitations since her time and how they've changed our lives. Oh. From the way the corners of her eyes glimmer with tears, it's clear just how badly she wants to know. It must be horribly frustrating. She mentioned machines overhead. She must mean airplanes and satellites. How unbelievable would it sound to her that enormous metal craft can fly through the sky and carry hundreds of people? Bless. Or about cars and how just about everyone owns one. I don't. I'd need another 200 years and then some just to catch up on what she's missed. Oh. Well, you got plenty of time. And thinking about that for just a second, I feel like maybe I understand her loneliness a little bit better. Oh. Abigail quickly straightens up, maybe realising that she was being kind of childish. She objects her impeccable collar and dodges my eyes. No, don't dodge my eyes. No. Don't be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. Again. That can wait.
Oh.
You're fine. I'm sure I'd feel the same way in your position.
Bless.
After we meet your friend, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Or at least everything I can. I'm not exactly the best storyteller, and I'm not very good at explaining why things work, but if that's still enough?
I phrase it like a question, even though I already know what her answer will be. Sure enough, she springs towards me, skipping past like a stone. Bless.
Oh, would you? I'm sure you're wonderful at telling stories. I could tell from the way you read to me back at the church.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
that was
remember?
nice. Oh.
Like I could forget. That's a day I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Oh, bless.
Is it? Why's that?
She crowds up close to me now. To be honest, she reminds me a bit of a film camera. Oh, really? Zooming in, then out, then leaping past to focus on something else. Ah.
Well, that was the first day that we spent time together, right?
Oh.
And that's when you showed me your name.
Yep. Abigail goes very quiet. Several times she looks like she's on the verge of saying something, her mouth fluttering on her, half gesturing something, but each time she stops. Oh, why? If you've got something on your mind, just say it. Yeah, that's what I say.
I suppose it was. I just didn't realize it was that significant to you.
Ah.
Of course it was. That day changed everything for me.
Bless. I bite my tongue from saying more. Things didn't exactly change for the better. Ah. Deeper and deeper we go, and the forest generally grows quieter. The rustling of creatures underfoot gets less and less frequent, and then stop entirely. Oh. The birds chatter less, and then not at all. Even the wind settles down. Abigail is the only one who doesn't act any differently. She still hums to herself or glances over her shoulder to make sure I'm still there. Like I have anywhere else to go. Exactly. Where would I go? As we get further into the woods, the snow is thinner, and some places are totally without it. Oh, a bit patchy looking. There are even a few, there you go, even a few patches of green, something that I'm pretty sure shouldn't be possible given the weather. That's a bit odd then. The trees, which have been growing claustrophobically close together, start to spread out a bit more. I gasp when I see what's ahead of us. Oh God, what are they going to come into contact with? I dread to think. Oh, hang on. Grass. Okay, shouldn't that be snow there? Really? A grove of immense trees, larger than any I've seen before, lies before us. Like the redwoods back in America, they're so huge as to seem to hold up the sky. Totally bereft of snow. Yeah, I was going to say, there's hardly anything there. A few defiant branches hold leaves. They cast shadows over Abigail and I and everything around us. Oh. An aura of life pervades the area. Oh. My skin prickles. The sensation is vivid, running up my arms like a spark. Oh. Okay, a bit like an electric shock then. More than the church where we are now feels like a holy place. Something sacred and primal. Oh. As we pass by, I have the distinct feeling that I'm being watched from all sides. Oh, I'd hate that. The back of my neck is slick with a sweat. Oh, slick with a sweat. Oh, nice. And I brush my forehead as the pressure of being observed starts to hit me harder. Oh, are they being watched? Oh. I don't mean to, but my voice comes out as a whisper. Oh. I don't like it's not nice when you've got the feeling that you're being watched.
We're at the center of the forest now. These trees are the oldest ones here.
Oh, wow.
They're the ancestors of all the rest.
Okay.
All of the life in the forest comes from here.
Oh, okay. I believe it. There's a quiet vibrance to this place. I walk a little bit slower, feeling as if I don't want to cause a disturbance. I trail behind Abigail, who seems totally indifferent to the atmosphere. It makes sense. She's probably used to it, and this place's luster has worn off for her. Well, yeah, she's been there decades, do you know what I mean? She's used to it. I can't help but gape. Without the snow that I've gotten so used to elsewhere, this feels like a wholly different place. Another world altogether. Oh. Abigail leads me around one of the massive trees, and my jaw drops even further. Oh God, what now? There, crouched in a small clearing, is a forest spirit from the other night. Oh no! The same one that stood in the storm. Oh my God, and scared the hell out of Tara and me. Oh my God. What the hell? That's the forest spirit. That is the forest spirit. There's a little birdie. Birdie. Somehow it's much smaller now than it was then, though still several feet taller than me. My goodness, look at that. Yet one look into its piercing red eyes, and I know it's the same. Ooh, okay. It had been looking away, but turns to face us. Its body creaks and crackles all there as it moves, like an old door rattling in the wind. My breath catches in my throat as I fight down the instinctive rising terror. Oh no. Pocks and scars decorate the bark that forms its skin. Though it has a vaguely human form, its body is clearly wooden. Yeah. My goodness. My goodness. Little trees wind together, interlocking to shape its body. My goodness. It regards me with a kind of indifferent stare, similar to when we first witnessed it at the church. The impossibly red glow of its eyes is subtle now, and the previous winding and dying tries look like its body is merely hugging itself. Oh. Okay. I look to Abigail to see her reaction, but she just watches the two of us with a slight smile, waiting to see what happens. Oh, okay. That's when it hits me.
This is your friend?
Oh my god, no way. Oh, that's her friend. Oh my goodness.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Is it going to talk to me? She acts as plainly as if she had just introduced me to a fellow human, not a mystical creature. Abigail leaves my side to go to the spirits, and she nuzzles her head against its side like a cat. Ooh.
This spirit is the guardian of the forest. It helped me save you.
Oh.
Just like it saved me long ago.
Oh, okay. It shifts slightly to accommodate her, standing a little bit taller. It makes no vocalizations though. I was going to say, can it talk? I don't think it can. Nothing close to speech, no.
I see.
Maddie's just like, what? I don't really. Visions of its tall and imposing profile against the stormy sky really clash with what's in front of me now. But still, I know she's telling me the truth. Oh. I take a fraction of a step forward, expecting it to bare its teeth or warn me off somehow. It doesn't react though.
Does it have a name?
Good point. Does it have a name?
If it does, I don't know it.
Oh.
I just think of it as the forest spirit.
Okay. Fair enough. I think back to how Morgan had first described it, as if the forest itself had come alive. That bird just won't leave it alone though. It's got its own little nest. That bird. I don't think she knew just how right she was. It's nameless, makes it feel even more... No name, just a spirit. Its namelessness makes it feel even more wild and untamed. I can feel myself being regarded and judged by it, and I'm tempted to turn, fail, and run. Don't know. Obviously, it's not going to harm anyone. Obviously, it hasn't harmed us so far. I force myself to look up and to meet its gaze. When it stands still, it's unnervingly silent. It reminds me of a grotesque or scarecrow. Oh, in a sense, yeah. Well, yeah, you've got the bird there with the little nest. It's just, it's just weird. Weird. From my proverbial vision, I can see Abigail look between the spirit and I, probably wondering if she should say something more, or, knowing her, wondering what to say. I preempt her.
I've come to say thank you for intervening and for saving me. Abigail told me that you helped. I don't really know how I can ever repay you. I owe you my life. Or, well, whatever's left of it.
Exactly, what's left of it, I'm not sure what I could even offer a supernatural tree spirit to begin with, exactly. Its eyes watch me, impassive. Oh. I swallow the lump in my throat and keep talking.
I don't know what happens now, either.
No.
I'm still getting used to all of this. But, again, thank you.
Then, not knowing what else to do, I bow stiffly and step backwards. Still, it doesn't react. Oh, the bird's gone now. The whole thing is awkward and uncomfortable, but as with everything else, I'm at a loss. I can't have a conversation with the thing, and the details of what exactly it did are sparse. It feels like a waste to have come all this way for just a few sentences, but I'm not sure it even understood those. Well, it is a tree, do you know what I mean? Or some sort of tree, anyway. It occurs to me that I have no idea how much the forest spirit knows, or even cares about the affairs of humans. I guess it must care at least a little since I'm here. It did help Abigail save us, that is true. The spirit turns its head to face Abigail, who smiles and pats its side. She says something to it, but I'm too far away to hear what. Then, oh my god, then as wordless as ever, the spirit rises and lumbers off into the forest without a second acknowledgement. Where's it going? Abigail watches it go. Then she turns and faces me with a bright smile. What is going on?
So what did you think?
I'm a little confused. Really confused right now. She has all the pride of a child with a new toy. I stare after the spirit, still barely visible between the trees.
I don't really know what I think.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you supposed to think about that? Let's be honest. Yeah. Weird.
I'm part grateful, part terrified, part shocked. When I saw it before, I thought it had to be a monster or something. It just seemed so ferocious and huge that I assumed it was evil.
Yeah, that's how it looked. Especially at night time. When you saw that glow, that red glow of the eyes. Yeah, it didn't look very nice.
So, seeing it like that is weird.
Yeah, it's different.
It's certainly intimidating at first. When we first met, I was also rather fearful, but I quickly realized how kind and gentle it was. At least towards me.
I'm still brimming with curiosity over Abigail's own history, but she's made it clear that she doesn't want to tell me yet, so I won't press her about it. No.
Why wasn't it enormous this time?
It can make itself larger or smaller at will.
Oh.
The night that you saw it, it must have had a reason.
What though?
And you're able to talk to it? And understand it?
My goodness.
Not quite. I speak to it and it understands me, but it doesn't have any words or language. Some of its mannerisms I've picked up over time.
Oh, okay.
We've had quite a long time to get to know each other after all.
Decades.
Right.
Abigail walks over and links her arm around mine. I startle at the touch, but yeah, more so how casual she is about it.
Ready to go back to the church? Unless you'd rather stay here, in the forest. I imagine you'd be more comfortable with walls and a roof around you for now, though.
Yeah, I would be. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back that way. Arm in arm, she leads the way back. Yeah. Oh, we're Morgan now.
God damn it.
Oh, hello Tara. We're in Evelyn's private drawing room. Tara is kneeling in front of the back door, wriggling a paperclip around in the lock. It looks like she's never done this before.
Tara, let's go. This is a bad idea.
What are they doing? My goodness.
I'm not leaving till I get in here. She knows something about Maddie. I know she does.
Oh, they're still trying to figure out what's going on with Maddie. I look around the room. I've been in here plenty of times, but never into the connecting study. Evelyn hasn't so much as opened the door to it, with me in the room. Oh, secret door. I'm starting to regret telling Tara about it though. If we don't get out of here, yeah.
I'm not disagreeing, but this isn't going to help. We need to...
Shit!
She's come back, isn't she? She hisses and pulls her hand away. Her fingers are brilliant red, and she holds them to her mouth.
Are you okay?
What's happened?
You could burn me. What the
I
hell?
know.
Screw this. Let's just break the door down.
Oh, Jesus. Break it down? What the hell? She takes a step back from it. It looks like she's ready to kick it. Oh, no, don't, Tara. No. I put my hand on her shoulder. I really can't think of a worse idea right now. Exactly. She'll just end up hurting herself. Oh, dear.
Listen to me. We have to get out of here. Trust me.
Yes. Listen to Morgan. She doesn't move to kick the door, but she also doesn't seem to have heard what I just said. Oh God, she's in a trance, then, is she? In a trance.
If she hurt Mads, I'll kill her.
No, something else did that. A storm. Tara vibrates in my hands. In this state, there's no telling what she'd do if I went here to stop her. She'd probably be lighting a fire in the corner of the room or something by now. Yeah. I can't let her get hurt anymore though. I can't let anyone else get hurt.
Listen, Tara. I've tried to force it open before. I think she has some kind of ward on it.
Oh, okay.
No matter what we do, I don't think we're getting in there.
I'm not sure what Tara hopes to find in there anyway. Even if it is locked, I doubt Evelyn is arrogant enough to leave any real clues lying around in there. Well, yeah. She's not stupid. Is she really?
There has to be some way in. There has to.
There's obviously not, dear. Just give up, I would.
We'll get at that office and we'll find out where she took Mads. I don't care how much
She
weird
doesn't have
magic
Maddie.
bullshit Evelyn's got. We're gonna rescue Mads.
She still hasn't given up hope that Maddie's alive. Oh, bless. I wish I could share her optimism. So I'm guessing Morgan now knows. All I can feel is guilt. All of this was my fault. If I'd never asked them to come here, no one else would have been hurt. Yes, because she had a different agenda to why we're there. She told us one thing, but we were there for a different reason. So yeah, cheers for that.
Tara, we need to go. Whatever burned you probably alerted Evelyn. She could be on her way right now.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, we can't give up now. Mads needs us.
Tara, we need to consider the possibility that...
Tara whirls towards me and grits her teeth. I can't tell if any of the anger she's feeling now is for me. Oh dear. If it is, I can't blame her. She hasn't been willing to face the truth of the situation, but she has to face it eventually.
Then what, Morgan? That she just killed my friend? Do you seriously think she'd do that to Mads just for looking around the woods?
Oh my God.
Yes, I do.
My voice is colder than I mean for it to be. I instantly wish I could take it back, but she still doesn't understand. I get that she doesn't want to face the idea of Maddie being dead. Oh. But she can't ignore the danger we're in. No, she has to face up to it. The look in Tara's eyes, however, says this isn't helping right now.
I'm sorry. You're right. We don't know for sure yet. But we can talk about this later. Right now, we really need to...
Behind me, the door to the room slowly creaks open. My heart stops. I can't move. I can't turn around. What's going on? I already know what I'm going to see.
Good morning, Morgan.
Oh no.
Tara.
Oh dear. Instantly I dashed between Evelyn and Tara. Nothing good can come from these two being in the same room together. Exactly. They absolutely hate each other. I have to keep them apart. Well, do our best anyway. Evelyn just laughs. Just the sound of her voice makes me want to run, but I can't.
You both seem so on edge. I'm sorry you don't seem to find my drawing room as relaxing as I do. Maybe it's time for some redecorating. How would you feel about a more earthy palette?
She crosses the room to the window and Leslie picks up one of the curtains, pretending to examine it. I can feel Tara behind me seething and getting angrier by the second.
No opinions? You come into here uninvited, and you'd think you could at least pretend to be polite.
Oh. Now she glares at me. I can feel the temperature in the room drop instantly. I used to think it was something that was just in my head. I've changed my mind about it recently. It really is getting colder.
You never could, though, could you? You never could play along.
Oh, yeah.
Always so obstinate. You have to fight every step of the way. Just like when you were young. Always cutting your own hair short. Because nothing was ever good enough for you. The clothes I bought, the food I made, and you had to control just one thing.
A rush of heat and cold fall on the nape of my neck. A rush of shame. Oh God, I hate this woman. I actually cannot stand her. Evelyn's mouth twists slightly, just enough into a smile, and she breathes a freezing laugh of pride. Oh God.
When was it you realized you couldn't even hold scissors anymore? And you ran around town begging someone to cut your hair. No wonder no one else ever wanted to be around you. I imagine that's why you had to look all the way overseas to make a friend.
No, we're here for a different reason. She shoots a glance at Tara, baring her fangs in a grin. She's not even trying to hide what she is. Oh.
And well, look what happened to them.
God. That's too much for Tara. She's been quiet this whole time, maybe from the same fear that gripping me, but now she steps forward. I hold out my arm to prevent her from getting too close.
What the hell did you do with Maddie?
Evelyn turns back around to the window, barely acknowledging Tara at all, and stares out absent-mindedly. Oh my God.
You know, the forest is a very dangerous place.
Yes.
Every year, it seemed, there would be a new death. Someone would go missing in the winter. We wouldn't
sound
find
good.
them until the spring thaw.
She turns around. The look on her face is so placid and empty. I've never seen anyone so completely devoid of empathy.
That's why they're off limits now. That's why we have the curfew.
Yeah. Except one of us is missing.
There hasn't been a death like that in almost 10 years. Something we are very proud of.
That's changed. She turns back to Tara again and takes a step forward. Somehow the room seems to get even colder as she does.
That is, until your friend.
Yeah. Aww.
It's honestly frustrating that she would ruin our record so selfishly. I wonder if she had any idea of the headache she was going to cause me.
Oh God. That's it, love. You just think of yourself. She shakes her head. She's smiling again. Oh no.
Enough of the bullshit.
That's it, Tara.
Mads wouldn't go out there and get herself lost. She wouldn't. She's way too cautious for that. You did something to her and you're gonna tell me, or I swear to God.
Evelyn looks up, her smile is gone and her eyes are as sharp as her fangs. Tara goes silent the moment those eyes are on her. Ooh. I'm shivering now. I pull my arms close to my body. The air seems to crackle with ice. I try to take a step backwards, but Tara won't budge. I'm not sure if it's out of anger or fear.
I've been so patient with you, Morgan. Endlessly patient. With you and your friends. A mother's patience never wears thin. But then, I never was much of a mother, was I?
No, apparently not.
No, don't!
I reach out my hand, but it's too late. Behind me, Tara rises slowly in the air. Oh my goodness.
What? Morgan, help! What's happening?
Oh my goodness. Her eyes are wide with terror. Tears swell up in my eyes. Oh no. I have to do something.
Please, don't! You don't have to!
Oh. Evelyn's mouth shifts slightly to one side. She looks so disinterested. She doesn't even take pleasure in it. She barely notices us and and what we felt. Yeah.
How many years did I give you the carrot, Morgan?
Carrot?
How many?
Carrot?
Eventually, you'll have to learn.
Oh my god. And just like that, Tara shoots backwards and slammed into the wall so hard the whole room shakes. Oh my goodness. She crumples to the ground in a heap. She's not moving. Oh no. Evelyn doesn't move as I run to Tara and lean down to look at her. She's awake, still twitching. Oh.
Tara, don't move! Just stay still! You'll be okay!
Well then,
Oh my goodness.
please make sure you put everything back where you found it.
What the hell?
The maids have enough work as it is.
What is going on with this woman? My heart starts beating faster. The heat on the nape of my neck spreads down my back. Oh no. But instead of the hollow pit in my stomach that's supposed to follow, I feel my shoulders stiffen. My breathing gets slower, more controlled. Oh. The edges of my vision start going dark. I feel myself biting down on my own lip. I look down and see my fist clenched so tightly my knuckles have gone white. Oh god. For the first time I don't feel any fear. Just hatred. With that, she turns away. The room instantly returns to its normal temperature, but I'm still freezing. Her heels click on the hardwood and get quieter as she leaves. She stops at the door.
Have a lovely day, girls.
Oh, you bitch. Just leave. Evelyn disappears and the door slams behind her. I still can't move. It isn't until Tara lets out a loud groan that I snap back to my senses. Oh.
Are you okay? Did she break anything?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Can you stand?
She makes it halfway up before stumbling. I grab her and throw her arm over my shoulder. She winces and lets out a tiny whimper. Oh, that woman is so nasty.
Let's get back to the house. I've got a first aid kit there.
Yeah.
As long as I get to lay down, we can go wherever you want.
Damn.
Of course. You can use my bed. Come on.
She takes a few shaky steps before leaning against me. It's a start. Oh.
I think you're gonna have to take the lead on this one.
Oh. Tara does her best to help me get her upstairs, but whether it's due to injury or shock, she's barely able to stay standing while leaning on me. Climbing a staircase is difficult, but the moment there isn't really anywhere else I can take her. Oh. when I open the door to my room. Oh yeah, that cat. That's a massive cat. It's in the centre of the bed, cleaning her paws. Contemplatively. She doesn't look up at us. She's a huge cat. Bloody hell.
Come on, let's get you on the bed.
Cat, you're gonna have to patch over there. I half expect Tara to give me some kind of knowing look, and she stumbles over to the bed, but she doesn't. She just nods weakly. Tara collapses face first over the sides of the bed. Oh my god. Geladura, I can't even pronounce that cat's name, doesn't even budge as it shakes with the weight. She acts like she doesn't even notice.
Geladora, move please.
Yes, please budge. No response, she just continues slowly raking her tongue over her paws. Ever since Tara and Maddie got here, she's been... she's not been... Yeah, she's been a bit of a naughty cat. I will say that. It's hard not to be frustrated with her, especially with everything that's happened today, but I do my best to just gently force her to move by climbing in onto the bed next to Tara. Well, yeah, that might make her move. Maybe. Geladora finally looks at me, paw held indignantly in the air.
There's plenty of room on the floor.
Pardon? Did Geladora just speak? Huh? Tara shoots back up. Yep, yelping at almost knocking me over. She doesn't seem to notice as she just stares down at Geladora with wide eyes.
Did your cat just talk?
So, when Tara and Maddie were first told about that, Maddie was all like, not quite sure if I believe this or not. I was the same. But now I know it's true. Geladora cranes her neck around to look at Tara, and then speaks again.
No.
Oh, she's a bit posh cat, isn't she? No. Oh my god. Her voice is languid and dripped out of her mouth like syrup. Tara's eyes dart back from the cat to me to the cat again, hoping for some kind of concrete response.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, well, Addie didn't believe you. Her face lights up with newfound energy. The lines of pain that had creased it disappear in an instant.
I knew it! I knew I could trust you!
My goodness.
Sure, it was weird that you didn't actually talk, but I get it. Shy around strangers. That's valid, and also, big mood.
Yeah, because we were in the shop. And Morgan turned around to Geladora and said, look, to prove it, talk to them, and she weren't having any of it. That's why Maddie was like, hang on a minute. Something's not right here. So Maddie was thinking she was a little bit nutty. But now we know she's not.
But I knew it. I knew you weren't lying.
I smile. After everything we've been through together, a part of me feels warm when she says that. My chest glows with a warmth I've only felt around Tara. After everything, it should be obvious that she believes me. But Tara's sincerity catches me by surprise every time. Geladora doesn't seem to find it as endearing. She rises periodically, then pulls towards the foot of the bed. I'm worried about her. Every month she's gotten more and more cat-like. Isn't that supposed to happen? But this was the first time that she didn't speak at all. And we're so close to the full moon now. She's not going to get much stronger than this. I can't help but wonder how much time she has left. I'm sorry? Has she not got much time left? She mentioned a full moon. Is something going to happen to the cat when there's a full moon? Oh, I don't know.
Geladora, how are you feeling?
She looks up at me with her bright blue eyes, alive with magic and intelligence. So you basically just answered a question with a question.
I feel hungry.
Oh, do you now? What?
Did you bring me food, Morgan?
Oh,
I don't think you did.
my god, this cat. This cat, oh my god. She stares at me. The expression on her cat face is unreadable. Yeah. My goodness, this cat is bloody hilarious.
I didn't. I'm sorry, Geladora. It's been a difficult morning. You don't have anything, do you?
For a cat,
Uh,
that means no.
I think I have a melted chocolate bar in my pocket, but
Nice.
can magical talking cats eat chocolate?
Galadora regards Tara silently, her white tail swishing slowly across the bedsheets. Then, without saying anything or giving any other indication of her intentions, she turns and hops onto the windowsill. Look at the size of her. Look at me now. My goodness.
Geladora, wait!
She turns her head back to me and gazes into my eyes. I feel like I'm being measured. I always feel that way around her.
No.
Oh my god, this cat. She sounds so posh.
You wait.
Oof. She turns away and sways her tail lazily. This cat's got an attitude. My god.
I will be back.
And with that, she leaps from the window to the branches of the nearby tree. Oh, see you then. She slips through them like a rush of white water until she's gone from sight. See you then. Have fun. Oh my god, it's got an attitude on it. Tara and I sit there quietly for a few minutes before she finally speaks.
Your cat is weird.
She's rude. Got an attitude problem.
Yeah, a little.
Really rude. Galadora is gone for hours. I need to talk to her. Things have changed so much today. I think she'll know what to do. I hope she will. In the meantime, I tend to Tara. She protests at first, saying she's fine. I don't doubt she thinks that, but I want to confirm that for myself. Eventually, I'm able to convince her to let me look. Her back is essentially one giant bruise. Oh, bless. But that's it. It doesn't look like anything was broken, at least. That's good then. It's a relief, but maybe we're just lucky. Maybe next time Evelyn will do worse. There's no telling what she's capable of. Oof, I hate that woman. It's horrible. And I can't let anyone else get hurt.
So what's the deal with Gelato?
Who's Gelato? I open my mouth to speak, but before I can, Tara cuts me off.
I mean, I know she can talk. Please don't say she can talk.
Oh, she called the cat that. Oh, that's funny.
You're gonna say she can talk, and I'm seriously asking you don't. I want to know what her deal is.
Why has she got, like, the biggest attitude on her?
Promise me you won't say she can talk.
I promise I won't say she can talk.
Tara nods.
Her name is Geladora.
Geladora. What a name for a cat. Tara stares at me for a second before we both laugh.
Okay. Her name is Geldorado.
Oh, that's so funny.
But, like, why can she talk? I've met a lot of weird cats, but none of them could actually talk.
Well, it's because she's not really a cat.
She's huge. That's what she is.
Of course.
Tara tries her best to sound like she's completely understood the situation now, but it's obvious she hasn't. I take a deep breath.
Jeladora isn't a cat. She's a fairy.
A fairy disguised as a cat. A huge cat, okay.
I don't know a lot more than that. I know Evelyn cursed her to be in that form.
Oh no.
Her memories are hazy though, and it's only been getting worse.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, what else has that woman done?
She wasn't always like this.
Oh.
She's been around as long as I can remember. She only started talking to me when I was 12, but even back then, she's forgetting she was ever a fairy.
Oh.
I'm worried that soon she's not going to be anything other than a house cat.
Weird house cat. Tara nods, seemingly taking everything in, and then she's quiet a moment, thinking about it.
She doesn't really seem that helpful.
I nod my head sadly.
She used to be. I'd have never known anything about what Evelyn was without her.
Oh. Oh, so the cat talks to her about all the stuff that Evelyn's been doing. Ah. Nice. I bite my lip.
For a long time, she was my only friend. She was the only one I could really trust. I still believe in her. I still believe she can help.
In what way, though? She might be able to. I look away. Even if I'm telling her my story, there's still so much I'm not ready to share about growing up here. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I'll ever be ready.
I know
Aw.
it sounds like I was just a lonely little kid looking for a friend. But I promise she has the knowledge we need in there somewhere.
Oh. Tara starts to lean towards me while letting out a grunt of pain as she moves. I go to push her back down into bed, but before I can do that... Oh. Her arms wrap around me. She gives me a gentle squeeze, and I lean into her response. I want to hug her too, but I know that wouldn't be doing her back any favours. No. So I sit there and let her hold me, try to take refuge in it. Try to remember that I'm not alone. Oh.
You don't have to make excuses. I believe you.
Oh, bless.
And I'm sorry you had to grow up like that. It's their loss that they didn't stick around to see how cool you turned out to be.
Bless. She pulls back and grins at me. The same goofy grin I've seen hundreds of times before. But it's so much better in person than it was on screen. Oh, that's exactly what I need right now. Oh. Tara and I wait out the day watching dumb videos on the internet, trying to take our minds off things, if only for a moment. They take longer to buffer than to watch. That's true these days. It's dark by the time Jeladora slips back through the window. Oh, don't you stop out. She's quiet, but even if I hadn't seen her, I'd still know she was there. Something about the air in the room changes when she enters it. The same as Evelyn. Oh no. Jeladora thinks they were close once. She doesn't know how, but I believe her.
Hello, Jeladora.
Oh.
Meowdy!
Oh, Meowdy. Oh my god.
How's your hunting?
She looks at me, and if ever a cat could give a self-satisfied grin, I swear she would right now. Her voice seems to luxuriate in it.
It was good, Morgan.
Oh, it was good, Morgan. This cat, my god.
Much better than your hunt this morning.
Pardon? She jumps into my lap and rubs her head against my hand.
How does she know about that?
I know much about Evelyn.
Would you like to share? Her voice is deep as stone and rumbles in her throat with a purr. She stops rubbing on my hand for a moment and looks up at me.
And Evelyn knows everything about you.
Oh, that's not scary at all.
What did you think would happen, cursed child?
Cursed child, oh. I hate when she calls me that. I spent years dealing with it. Oh my god, looming over me. And the last thing I want is her rubbing it in. Oh, even more, I hate that she's right. I should have known this would happen. I should have kept Tara from going to the office. Yeah, but you know Tara, she doesn't listen to anyone. But I never imagined Evelyn was that strong. As Tara paying the price, oh yeah. For my failure, oh.
Evelyn is as good a hunter as any cat. She'll never let her prized vessel out of her sight. She's watching you even now, Morgan.
Okay.
And when the moon is full, she will finally strike.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. And then, still in my lap, she curls up and closes her eyes. I'm not going to get any more out of her tonight. Oh, my god. Tara doesn't say anything for a while. She looks contemplative. Yeah. That cat, it's just the things the cat comes out with. So Betty, something bad is going to happen once it's a full moon. But when she does speak, she asks the question I knew she would.
Why'd she call you cursed?
Exactly. What's happened to her then? I wish I could lie. It may be the first time I've ever wanted to lie to someone other than Evelyn. But I can't. Tara deserves to know what she's involved in. Yes.
Because I am.
Shit. Tara just stares at me, half in shock. She quietly waits for me to continue. I hesitate a moment before continuing regardless.
Evelyn is not my real mother. My real mother died before I was born.
Oh.
And whatever Evelyn is, she took her body.
Oh. Oh, that must be horrible. Oh my god.
She's done it to our family for years. Jeladora and I pieced it together from town records and scraps of my mother's diary. Every couple decades, she has to change hosts. And
I look into Tara's eyes. This is the first time I've ever told all of this to anyone.
And you're next.
Oh, dang. Tara says the words I don't want to. I nod.
Evelyn's going to make her move on the night of the full moon. That's what Jeladora says.
Oh. I close my eyes. I know she's right, but I don't want to admit it, even to myself. The full moon is so close. And then I feel a hand gripping tight on my own. I open my eyes and I see Tara staring back into them.
Wow, that's a lot.
I was going to say, yeah, it's a lot to get your head around.
And, like, it's really hard for me to know what to say here, but thank you for telling me.
Yeah. Oh, you kind of need to know, dear.
We're gonna stop Evelyn, and if it has to be before the moon is full for whatever reason, then we'll do that and we'll save Mads. We'll stop her, I swear.
Yeah, well, Maddie's half and half. She's alive, but she's also dead. She's a spirit. Kind of. So yeah, have fun with that. She's smiling so big and so broad, and she sounds so darn confident. I want to believe her. More than anything, I hope she's right. For the first time in my life, I want to trust someone. Oh. No, again, it's Tara? Nope, Maddie. Okay. So I'm guessing we're back at the church now. Yep, there we go. I'm starting to get used to it, just a little bit. I've done my best to keep a regular human schedule as much as I can. Going to bed at night, waking up in the morning, even if they're unnecessary. They help me feel a little bit more like myself. Like not quite everything has changed. Hunger or not, I'd kill for a cheeseburger or something though. I don't know what I'd do without Abigail. Oh bless. She's never far from my side, and she's my anchor through all of this. Endlessly supportive and positive. I know that she views my circumstances, well, differently than I do. That she enjoys having me here, but I can't fault her for that. No, she's a good girl. I still can't fathom the depth of the loneliness she felt, with nothing but a silent tree spirit for company. Yeah, bless her. The days that we've spent together have been pleasant enough, but I still don't want to accept this fate. I can't. Oh, bless. I rise from the spot on the stone floor. Sunlight pours through the stained glass window of the church, and has been for some time now. There hasn't been much snow since the storm that I was caught in. Oh. All of my time has been spent here in the church, or exploring the woods with Abigail. I try to see the charm in some of the places she's taken me, but they all feel the same. Oh. Trees and rocks and snow in varying combinations. The forest may be huge, but it's stifling in how repetitive it all feels. I keep hoping that Tara and Morgan might come by, so I could at least see them, even if they can't see me. Oh, bless. So far they haven't. Yeah, 'cause I've only been to that church once. And that was when they saw the tree spirit. I look around the church expecting to see Abigail waiting like usual, but she's nowhere to be found. Oh no, where's she gone? Dang. That's not good. I can hear her though, from just outside the church. Oh, that's alright then. Singing. Ah. I move through the doors to watch. Oh, bless. Just a few feet away, she stands with her back to the church and me, her arms outstretched, but not fully. She sways softly and she sings. Oh, bless. And God, how she sings. Oh. Her voice has a lifting cadence, and not even wind dares interrupt or quiet her. Oh. It's unreasonably beautiful. The kind of voice that if you heard it on the radio, you'd have to pull out your phone to see what you're listening to. Oh. And to think I get my own private concert like this. She faces the sky, and I don't need to be able to see her face to visualize the smile that I can hear in her voice. Ah. The song she's singing is wordless, but still beautiful. I wonder if it's something she came up with herself. Don't know, do you? I imagine her spending years playing with the melody, or maybe she's just making it up as she goes along. Oh. I notice then that I'm not the only one watching. Huh? A small flock of half a dozen or so birds crowd around her feet, watching in rapt attention. They hop around, occasionally cheeping to join in. Ah. She waves her hand and they flutter about, never perching on her, but never leaving either. Ah. From the trees, just barely peeking out, a young deer observes as well. Oh, bless. It isn't close enough for her to touch, but close enough for me to count the spots on its belly. It's just like something out of a cartoon, where she's the fairy tale princess who's friends with the wildlife. Ah. I wonder if it's because of her her in particular, or if the animals don't feel threatened, just because we're spirits, not flesh and blood. I don't know. All too soon it's over. Her voice fades away without wobbling, and the birds instantly disperse. The deer bounds back into the woods invisible. Ah. She turns to face me.
Good morning, Madison.
Ah. Morning. I'm blushing, and I don't know why. Ah.
Good morning. That was amazing.
Thank you. I hope I didn't wake or disturb you.
Nope.
Nah, not at all. Besides, if I'd known, I'd have gotten up early just to hear more.
Ah.
Aw, you're flattering me.
Bless.
No way, not at all. I mean it. You have a beautiful voice.
Ah. Now she's blushing too.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
How did you learn to do that without scaring away the animals?
It wasn't really a matter of learning. It just happened naturally, over time. I sing for myself, first and foremost. I think eventually, they realized that I wasn't a threat.
It seems like they were enjoying the show too.
It's quite the compliment if even the birds like my song.
Bless.
There was a deer too. You might not have seen him though. He was kind of hiding in the bushes.
Ah.
Oh, was he? I'll have to introduce you next time. He's quite friendly too.
Really? You know him?
Most likely. I suppose it could have been a new deer. I'd have to see him to know for sure.
Ah. She's got a deer as a friend.
Nowadays, there are these things called petting zoos, where you can pay money to walk around and pet tame animals. Like deer and sheep and pigs. I've never heard of them just making friends with people, though.
That's different.
That sounds marvelous. Have you ever been to one?
Not since I was a lot younger.
Aw.
They're mostly for kids.
Adults in the modern world sound awfully boring in that case.
Abigail walks to my side, standing close like she always does. I wonder if it's intentional. Together we face the forest. Ah. She touches my arm so slightly that I wonder if it's intentional too.
If you're feeling up for it, there's some place I'd like to show you. Here in the forest. It's one of my favorite spots.
Oh, okay.
Of course, lead on. I'd love to see anything that you think is special.
Besides, it's not like I have anywhere else to be. I refrain from saying that out loud. Yeah, I think I would as well. I'm generally interested in what she wants to show me. So am I, actually. I like spending time with Abigail. Ah. But I hope that she'll also be willing to answer some more of my questions now too. Having fun together is nice, but it just feels like a distraction from the matter at hand. That's true. Speaking of hands, Abigail takes mine ever so gently. Ah.
Let's go then.
Off we go. We take off at a brisk pace, but the distance falls away faster than normal. I'm borne along by her boundless enthusiasm, and surely more than a little magic. Ah. Trees fly by at a blur, impossibly fast. It's like being on the train again. Like snowflakes, they melt into my vision, faster than I can really notice. The speed is some gift of the forest, I imagine, a consolation for what it's done to me. Our footsteps are formless against the snow. We're walking in the air. It's the same as when I first met Abigail. That feels like an eternity ago. For at least a couple of hours more, I try to push those thoughts away, so I can enjoy whatever it is she wants to show me. I want to enjoy this for my own sake. For her sake too. I have trouble thinking of anything other than her. Ah. The gentleness of her grip, the light and joyful way she moves across the ground, the certainty with which she pulls me forward. Ah. Even so often she turns around to make sure I'm still there. Bless her. Though I'm sure she's very aware of our interlocked fingers, I know that I am. Guess I can add that to the ever-growing list of feelings of sort though. Ah. The forest shifts even faster than it did a few days ago when we went to visit the spirit. It changes too fast for me. Keep track of any reference points. Ah. If I try to focus on one spot for too long, I get a little dizzy. Oh dear. So I stop focusing on that and just go with the flow. Eventually Abigail slows our pace and the passing of the forest reverts to a normal rate as well. At first glance it seems like any other part we've visited, but when I look closer I start to notice smaller differences. Oh, where are we going? Some trees are devoid of snow, with piles of it beneath them, as if someone brushed them clean. Oh. Okay. Others are decorated with strange paint-like streaks of colour, mostly blue, but some are white. On other trees, icicles dangle from the branches and give off a strange glow. When I approach to examine one, the glow dims. Oh. Abigail pays it no mind. This must be the strange to her either. I hurry to catch up, though she's only gotten a few steps away.
We're almost there. It's just up ahead.
Okie dokie. Through the trees, I can already see where she's taking me. Splashes of brilliant pink peek out just ahead, mostly obscured by the barren brown trees. Where are we going? I don't even have time to be curious about what they are before we arrive. Oh, where are we? Oh my goodness! That is so pretty. I want to go there. A splendid grove of colourful trees spreads out before us, surrounding a small pond that must be enchanted. Oh, I want to go there. The leaves that hang from the trees are salmon pink, flecked with flickering lights. Lavender bushes crowd their bases, sparkling a dew of magic. Oh. While snow covers the ground all the way up to the shores of the pond, the trees themselves are devoid of it, much like the forest spirit's home. I wonder if the two are related somehow. Don't know. That looks very pretty. I know that. Even more remarkable, though, is that the pond itself is also unfrozen. Its glassy surface is smooth, save for the occasional ripple that spreads across. It's small enough that I can see clear across to the other side. It makes this place feel even more secret and hidden. You could wander the forest for years and never stumble across it. I move slowly towards the water. This place deserves calmness. Ah, it seems like a calm place to be.
Oh, Abigail. It's beautiful.
So pretty. The water laps at my feet, though remains undisturbed. Like a vampire, I have no reflection, a fact that I pointedly try to ignore. Oh.
Where are we? What makes this place so special?
Because it looks pretty.
This is one of my favorite places. Isn't it lovely?
Yep.
As for what makes it special...
Her eyes twinkle Oh, bless. She's got a nice twinkle in her eyes. Ah.
Fairies.
Oh, it's a place for fairies, is it? Where fairies go? Might be. I don't know. There's a beat of silence. I feel like I should be surprised at her answer, but I'm not. After everything I've seen, fairies are downright mundane. I remember her mentioning them before, too. I look around, wondering if I've missed them hiding somewhere, but I don't see anything. Abigail laughs. Oh, bless.
Just as decorators. They aren't around right now. They much prefer the nighttime. They're far more active in the
they like
moonlight.
the nighttime. Okay.
You can still see traces of them, though.
I prefer the nighttime. Okie dokie. As an example, she cups one of the icicle-like baubles that hang from the trees inside. A faint light beats like a heart, dim enough to be invisible in the daytime. Oh.
I'm sure they're around, watching. But I've only met them once myself.
Oh.
And maybe years before you do.
Blimey. Really? There is again the promise of eternity spent like this. I bite my lip.
I think that's okay with me. I've had enough magic for 1 week.
Bless.
Yes, understandable.
She walks back to the shore of the pond and sits down. I take a seat beside her.
Really though, thank you for bringing me here.
Oh,
It's nice.
it's lovely. Nice place.
I'm glad.
Oh,
I wanted to show you that not everything about it is bad. That unlife does have its own little moments of niceness.
oh. I look at her, but she's staring pointedly away towards the pond. Her cheeks redden a little bit. Ah.
Unlife is a good word for it.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I worried before you woke up that I would have forgotten how to speak or forgotten words. I talked to myself to keep in practice,
Oh.
waiting for a day when I would meet someone again.
Well, now you have.
That's also why I sing, so that I don't forget how much I enjoy it,
Oh.
even if nobody listens.
Oh, bless her.
I know that it's silly, but sometimes a bit of silliness can be what helps me keep going.
I don't think it's silly at all.
No.
Besides, if I could sing like you, then I'm sure I'd do it all the time too.
Oh,
I could teach you if you'd like.
bless.
Oh no, you don't know what you're getting into. I'm pretty sure I'm unteachable when it comes to singing. You'd have birds flying miles away instead of coming to listen.
She laughs.
Come now, I'm sure it can't be that bad. I knew nothing of singing when I first started. I simply practiced and practiced. Everything gets better with practice and time.
That's true. The more you practice, the more you get better at something.
My singing voice has got to be the one exception.
Oh. My middle school choir teacher even told me there was no way I would ever be a singer. Oh my god. It was one of the most traumatic days of my 12 short years back then. Oh dear.
In all of existence?
Out of everything.
In that case, I suppose I must hear it, just to know.
Oh god,
You
really?
can't promise something like that and then not demonstrate.
No way. Not happening.
Oh god.
What if we sang a duet?
Oh.
Definitely not.
Oh.
Oh, you're no fun.
She playfully swipes at my shoulder. Oh bless.
Are there any instruments that you do enjoy? Any that I've heard of, that is?
Oh bless.
Piano. I've taken lessons since I was a little girl.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh.
Yeah. I miss it.
Oh. I flex my fingers, staring down at them, remembering the feeling of keys. Even before coming out here, it had been a while since I played. Oh. I don't think I ever consciously stopped. It just happened over time.
Most of the time, the only music I'd have the opportunity to listen to was during prayers, or the occasional traveling performer. Sometimes I'd convince Mr. Braun, who played the organ, to show me some of the pieces he'd learned in the city.
She says this with a sly smile, sharing some private joke with me.
Do you remember the names of any of the pieces? I wonder if I've heard of them.
Oh yes, there was...
She bites her nail thinking about it.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
That's annoying, that is. When you can't think of something. It bugs me when I can't think of it. She squirms, wiggling around like she's hoping the memory will fall into place. Finally, she shakes her head.
Maybe not.
Aww.
It seems I've forgotten.
Oh, bless. You might remember it later. Normally happens to me.
Do you think there's a chance, though? Are you very familiar with songs from, well, my time?
I don't know.
Some of them, yeah. A lot of the most famous and respected composers come from those days. From this part of the world, too.
Oh. Abigail sighs wistfully and looks off into the distance.
I'm glad to hear that. They must be magnificent to be remembered so many years later.
Oh.
How nice that must be, to leave behind a legacy, to be missed.
To be missed. Oh my god. The way she says it, it's wistful, a dreamy sigh, like something that she longs for. Oh. I glance over her, half expecting her to be crying, but her face is steady and calm. She catches me looking and smiles.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm just feeling a little nostalgic.
Oh, bless her.
You don't need to apologize. I like hearing what's on your mind.
Oh.
I'm glad. It would be rather unfortunate if, after everything, we didn't get along.
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty awkward. We both laugh at the idea.
I do have another question, though. A personal one.
Oh.
I know you said I can ask you anything, but...
What are you going to ask?
I meant it.
Oh.
Please, go ahead.
Oh.
Well, before, you said that you've never even tried to... go back. Escape. Whatever the right word for it would be. Why is that? Doesn't it bother you? Being stuck like this?
Abigail scratches at the soft dirt beneath us. Of course, her fingers move impotently through it, changing nothing.
If you don't want to answer, that's okay.
Oh.
I don't mind. I'm just thinking of what to say.
Oh, thinking of how to say it.
So, I suppose that you've been thinking about it a lot, right? How to go back.
Yeah. I nod.
Almost constantly.
Oh.
I don't know if it's possible or anything, but don't get me wrong, I'm beyond grateful that you saved me at all.
Oh.
But it feels like we're so close to being alive, but not. Everything's changed, but at the same time, it's like nothing has. I don't feel much different, but everything's different.
Bless.
I have a whole life out there. Or at least I did. I can't just forget about it. Or move on, or give up, or something.
Oh, bless.
I understand.
She's quiet, and I wonder if I went too far, if I asked something that I shouldn't have. In a lot of ways, it's one of the most intimate and personal questions I could possibly ask. Oh. Oh, bless. And she shifts around to face me better.
I didn't have much left once I moved on. My family, and those I care about. I had no desire to return to them.
Oh, bless.
And then time started to pass. At first the days felt slow. Torturously slow. I did nothing but sit around and mope, never straying far from the forest spirit who had saved me. But then I started to explore more, to get to know the forest, find moments of happiness. I was still terribly lonely, of course. It has been, until you got here.
Oh, bless.
But I can honestly say that I didn't hate it. I sang, I watched, I found my own joy where I could. Eventually, time left me behind. The people I had known grew old and died.
Oh.
I'm sure many forgot about me, long before I forgot about them. At some point, there was nothing for me to want to go back to.
Oh.
The rest of the world outside this forest is just a maze that I don't know how to navigate. Here in the forest, I know nearly all there is to know. There's no grief or loss or pain. There's just peace.
Bless. Before I can respond, she stands up, brushing away imaginary dirt from her gown.
Would you fill up for another walk through the woods? Perhaps this time I can show you where the wisest, most handsome-looking owl nests.
Oh.
It's been so long since I've said hello to him.
She offers me a hand. I take it, and the obvious subject change, and she helps me to my feet.
Sure.
Ah.
Let's go.
With a smile, she leads me back towards the trees. Ah. So many of the conversations that I have with Abigail are painful reminders, either of the years of solitude she's endured, or of what I can look forward to in my own future. Both make me very certain of one thing. I'm glad that she's here with me. Oh. Oh, bless. Oh. Morgan, okay. It's been days since Evelyn attacked Tara, since Galadora spoke to her, days of fruitless searching for Maddie, and Tara is still trying to act like she's okay. She pores over every piece of local history we can find. She makes jokes, she tells stories. She pretends she isn't losing hope every day we don't find Maddie. She's lying. It's her body that tells the truth. She pulls me closer when she's under me. She stays in my arms for longer than she did before. I doubt she even notices she's doing it, but years spent hiding my emotions have made me pretty good at spotting it in someone else. If she's doing it for me, for herself, both, that's the only thing I still don't know. Oh.
Morgan?
I can hear Tara's voice calling from the kitchen. I smell the smoke. A second later. Pardon? And I'm out of bed before I realise I'm moving. My mind fills up with a million possibilities. Oh my god. What if Evelyn's already here? What if the cabin's burning? What if...
I think I owe you a new pan.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought someone had burnt the cabin down or something. Burnt the house down. Oh God. Tara is fidgeting nervously. A cloud of black smoke billows from the pan on the stove. I can't even tell what was supposed to be in it. Oh God, whatever it was. Oh no, there's charcoal now. Oh dang.
You guys don't have, like, a fire extinguisher in here, right?
I let out a breath I was holding. I shouldn't have panicked like that. Yeah, but you're gonna panic, aren't you? I'm just glad she's okay. Oh, bless.
We don't need one. Let me see that.
Uh-huh. I walk past her and grab the pan before she can say anything. I open the door and toss whatever was in the pan into the snow. Why not? I run a rag under the tap and toss it to her.
Why don't you get the smoke off the wall before it stains? I'll take care of this.
Yeah. I'm still coming down from my adrenaline. I have to make a conscious effort to say it as gently as possible. I don't want her to think I'm mad at her. Oh. She seems happy being given something to do. She smiles. and tries to salute, but with the wrong hand, and ends up slapping herself in the face with the wet rag. Oh no. I swear she does stuff like that on purpose sometimes. While Tara scrambles to duty, I start washing out the charred remains still clinging to the pan. Oh, that's funny. After a few moments, Tara shuffles nervously behind me.
You don't cook much, do you?
No.
Does not cooking at all fall under not cooking much?
Oh.
Because if so, yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Then why did you...
Her eyes flick towards the counter, and I follow her gaze. There's a tray sitting there. It's a mess. A piece of clumsily sliced fruit. Oh, bless her. A cup of liquid, blackened toast. Oh, dear.
You were making me breakfast.
Oh, bless. Tara looks guilty. Oh, dear.
Yeah, well, you know.
She looks down and starts fidgeting with her shirt. Oh. Excuse me.
I figure that since we're leaving the cabin, it'd be a waste to just leave it here. And, I don't know, you've been really helpful and stuff.
Oh.
And I thought maybe I could pay you back a bit. But I just wasted the food anyway.
Well, she tried, you know. My mind reels. I can't utter a single sound. I don't really have any friends. The few people I'm on good terms with, would never do something like this. Oh. Evelyn stopped preparing meals for me the instant I could make them for myself, and even when she did, they weren't much more than leftovers or what she made for herself.
It was a dumb idea. Sorry.
It's a nice idea. My body moves on its own, my arms outstretched and wrapped around her. Before I know it, I'm reaching up to her face and pressing my lips against hers. The minute I actually process what I'm doing, I pull away and drop my arms to my sides. We both stand there awkwardly for a moment before I'm able to speak.
Thank you.
Ah.
You're thanking me for screwing up making breakfast?
Oh dear.
I'm thanking you for trying.
Yeah, you did your best. Bless her.
Oh, right. I guess that makes sense.
Uh-huh. I doubt someone like her would understand why this means so much to me. She has good people in her life. Random acts of kindness must be commonplace for her. Ah. But for me, I've never been treated as anything but a tool. Oh. I spent years turning the idea in my head, thinking that I deserved it. It was easy enough to believe. So this moment means more to me than I could possibly say. Even if I actually knew how to talk to people, I couldn't do it. The best I can do is try to repay it in kind.
Maybe we could make something together?
Yeah, something that doesn't turn into charcoal.
After all your videos have taught me, I'd be happy to teach you a few things in return.
Are you sure? I mean, I literally know nothing about cooking. All I do is slow you down.
Oh, bless. She's protesting, but the smile on her face makes it clear how much she really wants to do this. Seeing that grin in person is way more radiant than seeing it through a screen.
That's okay. I'll take the lead, and we can go slow.
Ah. I take her hand again. She squeezes it, and I squeeze back.
Now, let's start with teaching you how to use a stove without burning the house down.
Yes, that would help.
That's probably a good one to know, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I grab some sausages from the fridge, oh num-nums, and toss them into the now clean pan before putting it back on the stove.
Okay, so you're going to want to have the heat a little lower than the absolute maximum for this one.
I figured the higher it went, the faster it would cook.
Not too fast though, bloody hell.
Technically, you're right, but that's also how you burn things beyond recognition.
Exactly. I moved behind her and put her hand on the pan handle, pressing against her back to move her hand side to side. Ah.
Keeping it in motion is a good way to make sure it cooks evenly.
Yep.
Right. Cool.
I take her through the basics. She handles instructions surprisingly well. It helps that she's eager to learn. After the sausage, we move to toast, then coffee. She's sloppy, but she makes it work. Oh, bless.
You're doing great. I'm impressed.
Oh, bless.
Well, doing it with you is a pretty effective motivator.
Very subtle.
When am I anything but?
Wow. We finish up with the eggs, then sit down to eat. She powers through her meal, finishing before I'm even halfway through. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit! That was so good!
Looks like you're a better cook than you thought.
Oh, please. That was like 25% me at most. But thank you. I definitely learned enough to surprise Mads when she gets back.
Oh. The mention of Maddie instantly sucks some of the joy from the room. Nice as this has been, I know it's only temporary shelter from the cloud still looming over our heads. Yeah. Her smile doesn't falter at all, but I can see her eyes twitch slightly after she speaks. I wish I could think of something reassuring to say. I'd try just agreeing with her, but I know how hollow it would sound. But once again, she pushes it back inside. I know how that feels, although I have a much harder time smiling afterwards.
And the best part is that we don't have to wash any of the dishes since we're leaving after this.
We're washing the dishes.
Don't be sloppy.
Oh, come on!
If you make the mess, you clean it up. That's what I've always been told. She reluctantly drags herself over to the sink. I remain seated and continue eating. A few seconds later, Tara reappears casually.
Hey, quick question.
Right.
It should be okay if we leave Maddie's stuff here, right? I'd hate for her to come back and be missing all her super important films.
Oh.
It should be fine. With us out of the way, Evelyn won't have any reason to focus on the cabin anymore.
Hey, Morgan, can you come here for a sec?
What you done? I jog down the hallway to find her staring at a hefty black bag sitting in the hall. Where did that come from?
What's that?
Yeah.
It's Mads' camera equipment.
Oh.
I was just thinking that maybe we should shoot a video before we leave.
Like, film an episode?
Not quite. More like a summary of what's happened, for reference. Kinda like a black box in a plane.
Okay.
That way there'll be a record. Something that could help anyone else who decides to look into this.
A dead drop.
She flinches at the term. It's probably a bit too morbid for her liking.
It's worth a shot. I can help you film it.
Are you sure? That's a professional quality camera. Even I don't know how half the shit it does works.
Oh, God.
That's Maddie's domain.
Oh, God.
I'm sure I can figure something out. It can't be too hard to get the basics down.
Fingers crossed. I grab the bag and sling it over my shoulder, then grab the tripod with my other hand.
All right, let's get to work.
Let's do this.
Okay, so, wait, let me...
Hang on, I think I've got it.
No, that's just going to access the archive. We need to get the focus right for the main shoot.
Things aren't going well. Neither of us can figure out how to work the camera. Oh, dang. Just don't break it. My only contribution has been getting it on the tripod. Most of the terms Tara's using fly over my head. Oh, I bet they are. She claims that Maddie's the one who knows all about how to make it work, but even her limited understanding is worlds away from mine.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more.
Oh, bless.
don't sweat it. You're doing fine.
Lie.
Maddie never taught me much. She, makes the videos. I just do the talking.
Uh-huh. Her voice is quiet. Maybe this is a bad idea. All it seems to be doing is making her miss Maddie even more. Oh. And I'm sure as hell not good enough to replace her. Oh. At least I finally managed to get the camera to a point where it's actually filming.
Oh shit, you got it!
Yay! There you go. Nice. She's humouring me. The picture isn't even close to being in focus. And I somehow managed to make the colours even more washed out. Oh, really? Than this place already is. It doesn't look anything like her most recent videos. Oh dear. But they're trying. They're trying.
I can do better. There are still settings I haven't tried.
Yeah, just keep at it. Tara claps me on the back a bit too hard. She's so obvious. Oh god.
Don't worry about it. The stuff is confusing. Maybe the blur will make it look more mysterious or something.
Ooh. Don't know.
Sure.
I don't know anything about cameras, so... She leans against a tree in front of the camera. On her signal, I hit what I hope is record. Oh god. I give her a slight nod and she's off. Ah.
Hello, everybody!
Oh, bless.
Welcome to a very special, not quite an episode of Terranormal. We've had a lot of crazy shit go down in the past couple weeks, so Morgan and I are putting this together to make sure we don't miss anything.
Oh.
Who's Morgan, you ask? She's our inside woman, as they say. We wouldn't have found any of the stuff I'm about to tell you about if not for her, and she's been a hell of an assistant, too. Mads would be manning the camera right now, but, she's not here right now. It's complicated.
Oh god. Her voice dips for a moment before launching back into her professional cheeriness.
So, where to begin? Well, I suppose I should start with a little story about a spirit, also known as the only time I've had fun in church.
Okay. She launches into her story without having to take a single moment to think about it. I feel like I'm watching her transform in front of me. Oh god. Her uncertainty is gone. Her anxiety is gone. The nonchalantly she'd had inside her since Maddie disappeared is gone. Oh. It's like she's glowing. Oh. It's because she's in her element. She's doing what she loves. I wish I could tell her how wonderful it is to see, but I know I'd never be able to say something like that. Oh.
Anyway, that's pretty much all we have right now. Hopefully Mads will be back soon.
I would like to know. Tell me. I hear her voice shake for a fraction of a second. She corrects it instantly, but I know I heard it. Oh. Bless.
I'm not gonna lie, there's some bad shit out here. Maddie got caught up in it somehow, but it's nothing that's gonna last.
Fingers crossed.
Am I in danger too? Sure, but that's nothing new for me. You're talking to a girl who nearly got eaten by a bear because park rangers suck at their jobs.
Oh my god, really?
I'm just making this so we don't have as much to go over when we find her. The dry air out here is killer on my throat, so I could use the help. She coughs loudly. I'm not sure if it's real or just for emphasis. Oh, God. And Evelyn, if you find this, know that we're gonna make you pay for what you did.
Oh. Cut. I'd be like, cut. Done. Her voice breaks again. This time it's unmistakable. Maybe this was a bad idea. She takes a minute before she starts talking again. Her voice is shaky. Her face is a strange expression I've never seen before. Oh, okay.
I'll do whatever I have to do, you know? If you're watching, I want you to know that. Can you just give me my friend back? Can you just do that now?
Oh.
I'll do anything, I swear.
Oh, bless.
I don't care if we don't find any more evidence. I don't need anything else from this trip. I just want Maddie back.
Oh. I can't just watch this anymore. Oh. I leave the camera and run to her side. I throw my arms around her, and I feel her body sink into mine.
I'm sorry, Tara.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Bless. I wrap my arms tighter as I feel her legs give out. It's all I can do to keep her upright as she starts to sob into my shoulder. Oh. My knee settles in my chest. I've never had to do anything like this before. Oh, bless. But I have to try. I have to do something. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. I've never had to make this decision before. Oh my god. What do I do? What do I do? Shit, what do I do? Oh no. Do you know what? I hold her up as best I can. I can't just let her give in.
Tara, listen.
She wipes away some of her tears. More keep coming. Oh.
Yeah?
We have to keep fighting. Whatever happened to Maddie, we'll make Evelyn pay for it. I promise.
She nods weakly. Oh.
Yeah, of course.
I think I made a good decision there.
We'll do it for Maddie.
There we go. Yeah. She sniffles some more, trying to force the tears back in. I can't help feeling guilty for encouraging her to stuff everything back down inside her. Oh. But it won't be that way forever. Keeping so much pain inside you can break you in ways that are impossible to fix. Very true. I won't lie. I won't let her be like me. Oh.
You and I are going to make it happen. Together.
Oh. I worry that my words are making her angry. I don't want it to seem like I don't care about Maddie. Oh yeah, because those two never really got on, did they? They didn't really like each other much. But they seem to be helping. She's finally able to stand on her own.
You're right. We got this. We'll make her pay.
Yes, we will. She pulls away, her body still shaking. Oh.
It's the only way to make this right.
Yep.
That's the spirit.
Oh, spirit. Oh. That's the point. Whereabouts are they? Were Abby and Maddie at the church last time? Or were they outside? I think they were outside. Not gonna bump. Oh, is Maddie gonna bump into them? Well, obviously they can't see her, but she can see them. I make my way back over to the camera to start packing it up. I glance over at Tara while I do so. She seems to be doing better. Sometimes pushing everything back inside helps. For a moment, anyway. Ah. We just need to stay focused on a goal. Yes. Yes, yes. We don't talk on the ride back. Tara doesn't even fidget. It isn't until we stop in the village that she speaks.
I hope you don't think I'm mad at you for bringing us out here.
Oh.
You aren't?
Nah, I know you just wanted to make something good happen for all of us. Things just didn't work out that way is all.
No, they weren't. No. I didn't go how planned.
Besides,
Her voice trails off into mumbles. After a moment, she takes a deep breath and restarts. Yeah. Start again, dear.
Coming here meant I got to meet you. I'm sure as hell not complaining about that.
Bless.
I'm sure you've met plenty of fans in person.
Yeah, but you're not just a fan. Not to me. You're a lot more than that.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Oh, here we go. She suddenly looks away from me. I think she's trying to hide the fact that she's blushing poorly.
I don't know, just I haven't ever really met anyone like you before is all.
For a moment, strange thoughts fill my head. I want her to say more than that. I don't know what I want it to be. I just want more. But I know better than to ask for that.
If it helps, I haven't met anyone like you before either.
Ah.
Well, I could have told you that one. I am one of a kind, you know.
Wow.
No argument there.
Ah. I'm having a hard time looking at her. I don't know why. This is a new feeling. Ah. I push it away and reach for the carriage door instead. There's a weird air in the carriage now. Oh dear.
Let's get inside. We still gotta figure out how much of your stuff we can fit in my closet.
Huh.
I mean, I could just leave some of my clothes on the floor. That's what I do at home.
No, that's just being sloppy.
Not happening.
Exactly.
I like being able to see my floor.
Yep, same here.
Can't blame a girl for trying.
I can't help laughing. She laughs too. She's going to be okay. I know she will. Yeah, she will be. And I'm going to make sure she stays that way. Ah. We're going back to Maddie and Abigail. Yay. By now, I've all but given up on being able to see Tara again. But I can't abandon the idea without at least trying to get through to her. She deserves to know that I'm okay. Oh. Or at least okay as I can be, given the circumstances. At first, Abigail was hesitant about interacting with other people. I don't blame her. After 2 centuries of solitude, talking to 3 complete strangers within the course of a few days would be a pretty jarring shift. Yeah. Despite that, she understands how important this is to me. Oh, bless. She also warned me that we can't venture too far in the village itself. The magic of the forest only extends so far, and there's no telling what would happen to us if we went past it. Yeah. The border of magic isn't clear cut, so she made me promise to stay close to her. Oh. Just in case, yeah. I really am lucky to have someone as accommodating as her with me. Even if we fail, it means a lot that she's willing to try. I have to fill her in on what to expect from Tara and Morgan's personalities, doing my best to be as charitable as I can when telling her how likely Tara is to completely flip out when she sees a ghost. Yeah. Well, it's enough to scare anyone, do you know what I mean? Once she's fully prepared, we make our way to the cabin. Oh, it's empty. There's not a trace that anyone has been here in days. All of Tara's things are gone. That's an instant relief. It seems like a planned exit.
Did you find something, Madison?
Oh. I can't help flinching as Abigail floats through the wall next to me. Incoherently, it is one of those things I haven't been able to get used to. Oh.
I think so. It seems like the 2 of them went back to the village.
I don't even entertain the idea that she went home early or anything like that. It's not in her nature.
Do you think so? That sounds like it would be dangerous. Why would they put themselves in danger like that?
I have no idea. Hopefully we can ask them ourselves.
Fingers crossed. Abigail starts to back away, looking down at the ground.
Madison, of course I'll do my best to help you. But I feel like it would be remiss of me if I didn't warn you to not get your hopes up. It took me years to be able to manifest myself. The chances of you being able to communicate with them so soon are low.
That's okay.
Oh.
I didn't have much hope to begin with.
Yeah, but it would be nice though. I don't like being this dour about things, but I don't see how else I'm supposed to feel. She looks stricken by my words. I hastily try to gloss it over.
I mean, hey, you never know. If you can do it, maybe I can come along with you. The two of us together are bound to be able to accomplish more than we could on our own.
Together.
Ah. She looks down, grabbing handfuls of her gown. She agrees to come with me before, but it seems like she's having second thoughts. Oh no.
What's wrong?
It's just that accompanying you would mean returning to Eisenfeld again.
Oh god.
I haven't returned since, well...
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't think. Oh no, I'd never even thought to ask about that. I've tried to avoid talking about her death as much as possible. Strange as it sounds, it feels like it would be rude in a way. Invasive, but I should have at least checked with her before suggesting we make our way there. Yeah, a bit awkward now, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Abigail. I didn't mean to...
Oh. Yes. To my surprise, she hurries back towards me and nearly bumps her head against mine as she closes the gap between us. Oh.
You don't have to apologize, Madison. I agreed to help you, and I'm going to honor that commitment.
You sure?
Besides, maybe it could be good for me. I can't avoid going back there forever.
That's true. But I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable.
And having you there will make the burden of memory much easier to bear.
Ah. The conviction combined with her invasion of my personal space makes my face flush red, and for a moment it looks like she's worried. She's upset me. Oh. I give her the best smile I can manage. After years of making Tara normal, I'd hoped maybe a bit of Tara's charm and social skills would have rubbed off on me. They haven't.
If you say so. As long as you don't feel like I'm forcing you or anything.
Yeah.
Not at all. You've been nothing but kind to me, Madison. I want to repay that kindness.
Oh. If anything, I still feel like I'm in... Yeah, see... I don't want to make her feel so uncomfortable, do you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, like I said, she did save our life. But now she wouldn't see it that way. I've done my best to be polite, but I haven't exactly made any grand gestures of thanks to her. Oh.
Thank you, Abigail. Really.
Oh.
Of course. Now then, shall we?
Okay,
Lead the way.
after you. Every time Tara and I visited Eisenfeld, we were stared at everywhere. We went, yes, we were. Indeed. Now, seeing everyone walk by Abigail and me without so much as a glance is surreal. Yeah, you can just walk down the street and be fine. If no one's staring at you or talking about you. Abigail gazes at the buildings as we pass by, occasionally pointing out ones she remembers from her time. Oh, bless. Her voice is a strange mix of excitement and, oh yeah, most likely. I'm not sure if I should encourage her mood or try to comfort her. Oh. As we enter the town square, we start to encounter larger groups of people. Each time one passes close by, Abigail grabs onto my arm, oh bless her, and moves closer to me. Is she scared of crowds, or is it something about the villagers themselves that has her shaking? Yeah, I don't know. I'm tempted to ask her, but I think better of it. For all I know, this fear could be connected to the way she died. Oh god, yeah. My mind runs wild with possibilities. Maybe she was burned as a witch. Oh my god, really? Or cast out of the village. Dunno. This definitely isn't helping. I need to focus. Thankfully, it's not too long before we reach Morgan's house. I just hope they're here, and more importantly, I hope we can reach them.
Are you ready, Abigail?
Let's go.
I'm ready. Let's go.
We phase through the wall and into the kitchen. And there they are. Tara and Morgan sharing breakfast close enough to touch. I'd give nearly anything to be able to hug them right now. Oh, my feelings are a mixture of guilt and elation and worry. Before more than anything, I'm glad she's okay, both her and Morgan. I need to talk to Tara. There's so much I need to say and ask. Oh.
Tara! Can you hear me?
Oh.
Morgan, this is delicious. How the hell do you know how to make all this stuff?
Apparently she can't. She doesn't even look in my direction. It's 'cause you're a spirit, dear, that's why.
Most of it I picked up from older folks in the village. The rest I pieced together from random cooking videos.
When all this is said and done, remind me to give those channels a shout out in an episode, because this rules.
Oh. I try waving my hands in front of their faces, hoping that maybe movement will convey what my voice clearly can't. Once again, no reaction. Morgan leans towards Tara, passing right through my hand. Oh my goodness.
Maybe you'll learn enough while you're here to make a few cooking videos yourself.
Are you asking because you actually think that'd be good, or do you just want to see another video where I almost burned my house down?
Whoops. Morgan shrugs and gives Tara a small smirk. When Tara chuckles, in response, I feel another surge of sadness. Oh, bless. I knew I shouldn't have expected this to work right away, but I'm still crestfallen. Yeah. Oh. Having them this close hurts in a way I couldn't have imagined. All the time I spent feeling ignored while I was alive seems trivial compared to this. It does seem so trivial, yeah. Oh, dear.
So what's the plan for today? Got anywhere in town we might be able to hit up for local lore?
Oh.
Most of the official records of town history are sealed up in Evelyn's office, so those are off the table.
Yeah, no going in there.
But we might have some luck checking out older buildings around town. She's done a good job of cleaning up evidence of what Eisenfeld used to be, but maybe you'll notice something I didn't.
Sure, I mean, it's worth a shot.
Her voice barely contains a trace of the fire I'm so used to. I have to hope that at least the remaining traces as signs she'll regain the fire someday. Oh. At least she's not alone. Morgan reaches out and puts her hand on Tara's shoulder, squeezing gently. When she speaks, her words are soft and strained.
Are you going to be okay?
What do you mean?
After yesterday, if you need some time to rest, nobody's going to blame you.
Tara looks down for a moment, but when she looks up again, her eyes hold the same fire I saw so often back at home. Oh.
I'm good. The sooner we get some clues, the sooner we can end this shit for good.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
100%. We got this.
I feel that urge to hug her again, even stronger than I did before. I don't have a shred of evidence to suggest I'm anything other than dead and gone. But she hasn't given up. No, she hasn't given up at all. No. I still don't feel any kind of power within me that I could use to manifest myself. Abigail is my only hope. I turn to her, trying to keep my voice level despite my desperation. Oh.
Abigail, do you think you can manifest? Even if I can't reach them, maybe you can.
Oh. Abigail nods, but she's frowning. My heart wasn't exactly soaring, but I can feel it sink even further.
I'll try, but
Oh.
whatever power I had that allowed me to appear to you has felt much weaker since I used it to save you.
Oh. My goodness. Abigail closes her eyes and starts to lift higher off the ground. As I watch, I feel a strange feeling in the air around me. Oh, as if it's bending around her, being pulled aside so she can step through the border between our worlds. For a minute, it seems like it's actually working. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to say when I feel the energy in the air start to fade. Abigail seems to be struggling. Oh no, furrowing her brow as she sways in the air. Oh. Her face scrunches and guilt stabs me like a knife. Is she in pain? Yeah, I don't know.
Abigail, stop.
Oh,
It's okay.
Yeah, please stop. Please stop.
Maybe if I just try a little
No,
harder.
no, just stop, dear. I reach out and gently take her hand, lowering her to the ground. She opens her eyes, breathing hard. As much as I want to see Tara, it's not worth making her feel like this. No, it's not at all.
It's okay. I promise. We can try again some other time.
Yeah. Abigail gives a faint nod and stares down at her feet. Her hands ball into fists as her shoulders rise and fall. Oh, bless her.
I'm so sorry, Madison. I don't understand why this is happening.
That's not your fault.
There aren't any rulebooks for this sort of thing. I don't blame you for not knowing about things most people think are impossible to begin with.
Exactly. Exactly. The disappointment I'm feeling takes a back seat to concern for Abigail's well-being. I've already put her through a lot by making her come here in the first place. Oh.
We knew beforehand that this was a long shot. I'm just happy I got to see them again.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm not, but I know that if I tell her that she'll want to try again, it's better this way. Yeah.
I'm
Don't put her
sure.
through that.
You've done more than enough by coming with me.
Yeah, don't put her through any more crap. I look back to Tara and Morgan talking what I pray isn't my final glance at them. Oh. To my surprise, Tara is leaning against Morgan's shoulder, while Morgan's arm is wrapped around her back in a loose hug.
Thank you. As messed up as all this is, I'm glad that you're the one helping me get through it.
Oh. Tara's voice is soft, and it carries a vulnerability I don't think I've ever heard from her before. Oh.
Same here. We make a good team.
Tara raises her head to look at Morgan. Their faces inches apart.
We should have a team name, like the Dream Team or something.
Very original.
We'll work on it.
Yeah. I already had a feeling that the two of them had something going on before all this happened. I'm not that surprised. If I'm being honest, stuff like this has happened before with her, but it's always a one-night stand or some kind of quick fling. Never the kind of thing that would merit real vulnerability. Oh. Then again, she's never been in a situation like this before. Maybe losing me brought out a part of her I never knew she had. As if in response to my thoughts, Morgan leans forward and kisses Tara. It's a lot more than a simple peck on the lips. This is something deeper. So deep in fact that I have to turn away. It seems wrong to spy on something that's intimate. That's true. Next to me, Abigail has also turned away. Her face is bright crimson, and her hands are close to her chest. Oh, I don't stop to consider that this is the first act of intimacy she's seen in 2 centuries. For all I know, this could be the first time she's ever seen 2 women kiss.
You okay?
Oh, bless her. She looks up at me, slightly alarmed. Oh, bless her.
Yes. I'm okay. I just wasn't prepared for something like that.
Oh, bless her. Bless.
Trust me, I wasn't either.
Abigail pauses for a moment, closing her eyes and taking a calming breath.
It is nice though, isn't it? A love like that can give someone incredible strength.
Yeah, I'm happy for them.
I really am. Maybe this will help her cope better now that I'm gone.
But we should probably go. I feel really weird being here for this.
Of course. Maybe we can try this again another time.
Her words lack conviction, but she doesn't protest. I'll have to think of some ways to cheer her up once we get back to the church.
Hey, do you want to maybe...
The front door creaks open and four of us freeze as we face the entrance. Oh yeah, that'd be her mother, wouldn't it? Evelyn stalks in and slams the door behind her. She doesn't say anything, but neither do Tara and Morgan. Tara's shaking and Morgan places a protective arm in front of her as she glares at her mother. I shiver too, desperately wanting to look away, but feeling unable to. A part of me screams to do something, anything, to get her away from Morgan and Tara. Yet there's a stronger part of me screaming, I need to leave, I need to get out of here. But I feel just as frozen as the day I died. Oh God. I feel Abigail on my arm pulling me backwards. She pulls my body through the connecting wall, and only when Evelyn is out of my vision can I breathe again. Oh. Abigail presses against me, just as stunned as I am. I try to keep calm, telling myself that she doesn't even know we're here exactly, that she can't hurt me anymore. Evelyn passes through the door and by the corner where Abigail and I are lurking, and she stops. Slowly her head turns to look where we are, where there's otherwise just empty space. Can she see them? She's so close that I can see her face. Oh my God, contort in recognition and shock. Oh
Madison!
my God. I jerk my head towards Abigail to see that she's already started to head for the wall, waving for me to follow her. It's enough to snap me out of my trance. I run to her, casting a backwards glance at Evelyn to make sure she isn't following us. So she saw them. She doesn't move, but her eyes track us as we run. Right before I pass through the wall, her mouth opens.
How?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't stick around to find out what she says next. Abigail and I run as fast as we can, phasing through buildings and people we recklessly abandon. Oh, after what we just saw, all other fears feel oh my God. Yeah, oh. So she can see them. By the time we're back in the forest, it's clear that Evelyn has no interest in pursuing us, for now at least.
Madison, are you okay?
Oh my God. She puts her hand on my shoulder, pulling me closer to her. My head throbs painfully and my breathing is shaky, but her touch grounds me.
I'm not sure, but I'm a lot better now that we have some distance between us and her.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna end it there. I think. Alright. I shall save it. Yep. Okay. Okay, right now that that's saved. Thank you to everyone who has popped in. I do appreciate it, as always. I will be back either Thursday or Friday, not sure which one yet. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple of days or so. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has popped in. I do appreciate it. And thank you to Guinea Cosplay for the raid of 8. I appreciate that, I really do. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.